everybody's doing great. Welcome back to another video. So today I actually wanted to talk to you guys about how well my 6.0 hauls. Now I'm on my way to get a big load of chicken manure from a friend, and I did another video about my Dodge, and this is kind of like a video with the 6.0 just to kind of compare my experience with the 6.0 versus with the Dodge. So I'm going to kind of explain to you guys how it feels and how well it does. So let's get into it. Since that video, I actually ended up selling my Dodge. So the 6.0 I have now is actually my only tow vehicle. And the reason I sold it is actually, well, it had some issues. You know, it was a 20-something-year-old truck, and that thing leaked oil bad. And that was even after an engine rebuild. But anyway, ended up selling it because it was a 3500 and I really needed something heavier duty, believe it or not. So that's why I ended up with this 6-liter F550, and it is really awesome for towing. To give you guys an idea of what I tow with it, I have a 12,000-pound Bobcat excavator and a 6,000-pound gooseneck trailer. It's a 22 GN Big Tex. So it's about 18,000 pounds with the two of those. So I've hauled about 18,000 pounds with this truck, and it does actually very well. On the hills, yeah, it goes slow kind of, but for the most part, it does an amazing job. I mean, and as far as the suspension goes, it actually, you know, when it's empty, it's a very stiff ride, you know, for cruising around. But the moment you put 18,000 pounds on the back, it's just perfect. So all around, I'm actually very happy with how this 550 does. I got this truck back in, well, actually it was about August 8th actually in 2021. So a little over a year ago is when I picked it up. And you know, a lot of people say, oh, 6.0s are so bad, they have so many issues. I believe that's true, but I will say about this truck, I have not had a mechanical issue with it yet. Alright, looks like we got lucky today. There's a post sign there, so that's awesome. Guess we're bypassing the scales. Woo! Alright guys, so we are fully loaded. I'll show you guys what we got. Well, you can't really see, but it's just about full. So, it's pretty heavy. We'll see how she does. said, I'm very impressed. My gooseneck naturally hauls a lot better because it's over the axle, but even this, being a bumper pull, it does an amazing job. I mean, the tires I have on this truck are kind of a high profile. I mean, they have a high tread pattern, and so I get a little bit of course, back and forth wandering, but not nearly as bad as I had in my Dodge, because these are 19.5 wheels, so the tires are a lot lower profile than my big 35-inch tires that I had on the Dodge. So with the Dodge, I was getting a lot of back and forth wandering, and also it was very bouncy because, you know, 3500 suspension is very well, compared to the 550 leaf pack, is very squishy. But this, you know, it's a rough ride when you're empty, but the moment you load it, it's perfect. Alright guys, so this loaded with this truck, it's wandered a little bit, so this trip was kind of the first testing out this dump trailer loaded with this truck. But one thing you'll see, if you look at my hand, it's wandered a little bit, and it's kind of uncomfortable to drive with. Guys, so these are the tires I got. As you can see, pretty deep tread on those. That's why I'm getting that kind of wandering. But overall, not too bad. And if you look from here, there's no squatting, you can tell. So, I mean, it's set up to tow. Alright, so we're just about ready to go up into the hills now. So, I guess we'll see how she does. Here we go. Not bad. Heavy. She's making it. She made it back, and we got our precious cargo somewhat unloaded. I'm gonna put some of it here, and then I'm gonna put the rest of it up on the hill. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. This was my experience of how well a 6.0 Powerstroke hauls. I hope you guys get something out of it. But anyway, I will catch you in the next video.